Dear friends, we would like to introduce Envirotech to you. Envirotech was set up in 1982 from an inspiration from late Dr. G.D. Agarwal, an accomplished and distinguished environmental scientist and a professor of environmental engineering who taught at IIT Kanpur for 17 years, and also he was the former member secretary of Central Pollution Control Board, India's federal regulatory agency for pollution control. He sacrificed his life during his tapasya to safeguard the uniqueness of our beloved Mother Ganga. The sole objective of setting up Envirotech was to develop indigenous capabilities in the field of assessment, control, and management of air pollution. Envirotech has played a pivotal role in pioneering the development of indigenous instruments, fostering skilled human resources, and raising awareness about the significance of air quality. We present to you a short video to share some of these contributions in Envirotech's journey of last 4 decades. Development of indigenous instruments. The very first, in 1981, Air Pollution Act was erected by Indian Parliament, and monitoring of emission became mandatory for all industrial establishments. There were no instruments available in the country to monitor the emission. Envirotech developed and produced India's first indigenous system for monitoring such emissions. And due to the availability of these systems, monitoring of emission from chimneys became possible, which enabled the setting up of control system to reduce emissions. In 1990, health specialists identified that respirable portion of the total dust is primarily responsible for causing respiratory problems in all humans, and therefore its measurement is critical. Envirotech, in association with CSIR NEERI, developed and produced a simple fractioning system, and due to availability of this device, country was able to measure respiratory dust, which is now commonly termed as PM10. In the early 21st century, the significance of PM 2.5 particles was recognized globally, and the countries were encouraged to establish monitoring facilities for PM 2.5. Envirotech again came forward and produced India's first PM 2.5 sampler based on international design of US EPA. In the decade that followed, critical role played by ultrafine particles or PM1 and heavy metals were getting recognized, and there was a need for their assessment. Envirotech developed PM1 sampler in association with IIT Kanpur and a heavy metal sampler in association with IIT Delhi. Recent developments by Envirotech include a 6-stage bioaerosol sampler, which has been developed in association with CSIR, NPL, New Delhi. An odor monitoring system is also under development with IIT Jodhpur. Envirotech joined IITs of Delhi and Madras as an industry partner to develop sensors in India to produce real-time, low-cost sensor-based system for monitoring ambient air. This project was assigned by MHRD, Government of India, under Uchchatar Avishkar Yojana. The work is still under development. Acquiring knowledge and competence building. To develop and master monitoring techniques, Envirotech undertook several monitoring assignments from industries. Envirotech also took a few consultancy assignments for environmental impact assessment for many existing and proposed industrial projects. Concerned with increasing noise pollution and need for its assessment and projection of noise levels in urban areas, Envirotech, in association with CSIR and CRRI, initiated an assignment for noise mapping, identifying hotspots and mitigation measures for control of noise in the state of Goa. With this enhanced knowledge, Envirotech, in yet another notable effort, initiated a study of assessment of assimilation capacity of Rewa Satna region in association with local cement industries of that area and Madhya Pradesh Pollution Control Board. During this study, the importance of mixing heights was recognized for the first time, which thereafter became an important mandatory requirement in all EIA studies in India. A monostatic SODAR device also got developed during this study for assessment of mixing heights. As it was increasingly becoming evident that dust is adversely affecting the human health, in order to protect the human health, Envirotech, in its path-breaking effort, sponsored a project to Ayurvedic department at Gramoday Vishwavidyalaya Chitrakoot to develop an Ayurvedic formulation to mitigate the respiratory problems caused due to dust pollution. Sri Rajesh Koteja developed an Ayurvedic formulation called Kamaderi. Trials for this formulation were conducted at Khambat in Gujarat and Mandsaur in Rajasthan to see its efficacy. The results were phenomenal and a success. To gather future information on research being done on dust-caused respiratory problems, Envirotech also organized a nationwide article contest and collected several articles. A compilation of selected articles was done in form of a book called The Dusty Dawn, published by Envirotech and Priya. Sharing knowledge and creating awareness. Taking a cue from the article in an European magazine, Cultural Heritage, on protection of painting Last Supper from impacts of air pollution, Envirotech triggered and motivated Archaeological Survey of India to initiate monitoring air quality at Ajanta and Ellora caves to protect ancient artwork. Due to this push, ASI has now installed monitoring devices at all important monuments and are constantly monitoring air quality. Envirotech developed close association with a number of leading experts in important national institutes and laboratories like IIT, CSIR, NEERI, and NPL. It often sponsored developmental projects in these centers and worked in close collaboration with them to produce field-worthy research and equipments. It also organized many conferences and discussions and brought academicians and researchers in contact with society. Some notable workshops were one on dispersion modeling at Patiala, planning and development of industrial estate at Surajkund, brainstorming discussions on finding of Reva Satna studies at IIT Delhi, and a colloquium on environmental laws. Envirotech has immensely helped the country in developing skilled human resource in this field by organizing more than 100 unique hands-on training courses across the country. It also signed an MOU with Terry University for organizing such programs. Going overseas, S.K. Gupta meeting PM of British Columbia in Canada, S.K. Gupta addressing a gathering at Kathmandu. Exhibiting instruments with NRDC at Rwanda, training program in Maldives in association with UNEP in 2004. Equipment was donated to University of Makurdi, Nigeria. MOU was signed for imparting trainings to Nigerians. Promoting Indian expertise of Indian environment in Yangon, Myanmar. Envirotech set up monitoring infrastructure and laboratories in all SAARC countries under a UNEP-funded project and organized trainings to build local capabilities with Indian expertise. Recognitions. Envirotech has earned the reputation of a knowledge institution, and its personnel regularly participate in different training programs and committees of BIS. Envirotech has also contributed a chapter on air pollution monitoring, handbook on meteorology, authored by the director NPL and published by Springer. Recently, Envirotech has received recognition from Department of Scientific and Industrial Research, Government of India, for its own in-house R&D center.